while. And Tammy was born, our oldest. And we lived in an apartment in Yankton. And that apartment house is still there to this day.
Where's that?
It's on John Street.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And lived there for quite a few years. And then we found a little house in Yankton that we moved to, which was on Whiting Street, I believe. And so then we had a son who was born, and his name was Ricky. And lived there for a while. And some of the events that happened when Rick was born was Dick, who was my husband, was home over the noon hour, and he was just getting ready to leave. And the announcement came over the radio or over TV that John F. Kennedy, our president, was shot. And that was in November of 63. So I can always remember that because Rick was born in August of 63.
Oh.
So that was kind of eventful. It was
That's kind of
big
like
event.
Maddie and then 9/11.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure she was a month.
Mm-hmm. And so then we moved out here to Mission Hill in June of 1966. And we moved out here after they had a big flood in Mission Hill. And we moved out, we had to fight the mosquitoes bringing stuff into the house. The friends that helped us move thought we were crazy.
Was it this house then?
This house, yes. Yeah. Yeah, so it was in 1966, and Lori was born in August. We moved out here in June, and she was born in August. And then everybody went to school, all the kids went to school out here. Brenda was born, the youngest was born in February of 69. And the year she was born, we had a terrible, terrible winter. Lots and lots of snow. The National Guard had to clear off the roads, and there were just like just a path for a vehicle to go through. Snow banks were higher than the payloaders could put the snow. Very, very, yeah, we had lots of snow. And most people that live around here or lived in Yankton remember all those days because everybody was suffering the same thing, lots of snow. My parents were still living on the farm, and their cows walked over the fence. And so they found them like a week later at the neighbors.
Because they could like walk up on top of the
Yeah,
snow?
because the snow was so high. Yeah. And and they came down here when I was still in the hospital with Brenda, who was the youngest. And I didn't hardly know my dad. He had lost so much weight, working so hard because he was carrying feed to his cattle with a bushel basket to feed a bunch of cattle. Very hard, very hard. And so from there, all of our kids, like I said, went to school here in Mission Hill. All had very good teachers. They went to the 5th grade, and then from the 5th grade, they went into Yankton Middle School. Very challenging for kids from out here to go into a bigger school like Yankton. Yeah. And if you ask most of those kids which school they would prefer, they would have probably said Mission Hill. Yeah.
Why do you think that was?
Oh, well, a little school, everybody.
Yeah.
And there weren't very many kids. And the teachers were just good teachers. And then going into
Like less than
public
Sacred Heart, do
school,
you think?
a lot less.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot less. In their classes, they probably had like maybe 12.
Okay.
Sometimes even less, maybe.
Okay.
So, but they just liked the smaller school, and going from here to Yankton was quite a big challenge for them. They all done okay, but sometimes it was kind of hard too. Yep. So, oh, do you want to shut that off for a while?
You want to?
My voice is giving out, I think.